We here at Bobchat like to think we help shape our nation's youth. But unless you want your children to grow up like us, we suggest only listening with other inebriated adults.
Bob!
Bob! Bob!
Bob!
Bobby!
Bob!
It's Bobchat, baby.
And we're just sitting here, cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
Okay, and welcome to another episode of the Bobchat. I'm your host, Bino Barbarino. I'm here with my co-host of the most, Matt.
That's this guy.
What's up, buddy? And we also have Tech Guy here.
Fucking tech guy.
Fucking Tech Guy.
Fuck you, tech guy. I mean, fucking tech guy.
Yeah, and of course Irene is here. I'm sure all the Bobchat listeners know who Irene is.
Also,
we really don't need to give you an explanation because you pretty much are like the number one fan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we
I'm
tell
glad to
everyone
be
that
here.
comes here that. We told Nick the same thing.
She heard episode 1 before it was even on air.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Period.
I noticed afterwards because you were like, "Hey, can you hear it and tell me what you think?" I heard I need footnotes, so I took out my paper and just started writing.
She need 3 pages of notes, guys.
She's like, "This is what you did wrong. Fix it, or I'm not going to listen anymore."
I like
He
to call her.
didn't fix it, and I'm still listening.
Hey,
I like
'cause
to
that's
call her
Bobchat, baby.
The ball buster of Bobchat, because she will call you out on your shit
Yeah.
on social media like that
In a
fast.
heartbeat,
In
in
a
a
heartbeat.
heartbeat. Oh my god, amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming today, Irene. We're super excited to have you on Bobchat. We got Tech Guy back as well, too. How do you feel, Tech Guy? What's going on with you today, bud?
I'm doing all right, man. For Monday, it's not too bad.
It is a Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's not a case of the Mondays.
What would you say if somebody said to you? I think you get punched in the face for saying something like that. Oh, man. Yeah, fucking Monday. I just want this week to be over because we're going ice fishing on the weekend, actually.
I'm
We're
so stoked.
going to Lake Nipissing. What's up?
I can't wait. I got really high last night and basically packed all my ice fishing gear, but then I did it totally high, so I have to unpack all my ice fishing gear and then repack it again.
Amazing.
But like, yeah, I made brownies and cookies yesterday and did a little, gotta see how potent they
Little
are.
prepping.
And yeah, don't eat the cookies and the brownies,
At
or
the
else
same
you'll be
time.
up till 3 a.m.
Do you
packing your
take-
ice fishing gear.
Do you take like your tiny pole with you?
A tiny pole,
tiny pole?
The
Yeah, they're
smaller
They're tiny
fishing
poles.
rod.
I
Yes,
think those
yes.
poles are adorable, guys.
Yeah, little doll. Little
No,
doll poles.
How many
Ice
times have you seen his pole?
A lot.
These guys? I haven't seen either one of their tiny
His
poles.
tiny pole.
I mean,
You said it was adorable.
I go on the dark web a lot. Tech guy's got some secrets, guys.
Yeah, we've been in this room alone a lot together. Just recording another episode. Don't come in.
Was that
Told you not to bother me while I'm cleaning my room.
I was changing.
So I'm just gonna stand for the rest of this.
I can't stand up.
Bob's like, podcasting gets me so hard. I
Yeah.
can't stand up.
You know what gets me more harder than podcasting? Ice fishing. What's 4 motherfucking days? I'm excited, man, because it's awesome. We just sit around, we eat brownies and cookies same time. That's acceptable ice fishing. Maybe if you're cleaning your house or something, probably not.
Yeah.
But and just drink beer, smoke joints, listen to the hip. Catch fish. Hopefully, I mean that's what we're going for. But usually we just get fucked up and have a good time.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hey, Bob, we had a pretty fun weekend, eh?
Yeah, actually, we had a great weekend. I went over
Yeah.
to Matt and Sandra's house Saturday night. Irene was there. First time we actually met.
Yeah.
We talked on social media a lot. So nice to finally meet you. I thought I was getting catfish forever.
2 funny stories.
Okay,
One,
yes.
when you came in the door, like we were yelling, like, "Come in!" I was sitting beside Laura.
Yeah.
And Laura, like, I told Laura that Bob was coming. She's like, "Bob's coming," and she got like visibly excited. And then the door opened, and I was sitting at the table, and she was sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, Bob's here." And she's like, "Bob's here?" Like, she got fucking
And then-
excited. And then somebody was like, "Oh, it's like a celebrity's in the house."
Yeah.
But
She's
then
like,
when
"Oh
she
my-"
saw him, was she visibly disappointed?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, you're a lot smaller than you sound."
She's like, "Oh my god, I know your voice."
And then a couple beers in, this is fucking Irene's gonna have to
Hilarious.
double team me on this one.
It was hilarious.
So we're sitting there. My wife's friend Erin comes in, and I'll tell you why this is funny after. She comes in and she's wearing a koala outfit.
Yeah.
Because Monday was Australia Day, and she comes in and Bob turns around and he's like, "Oh, so you're the one that made it out of the fire?" And then I was like, "Bob, she's actually Australian." And I was like, "Are you?" And he's like, "Oh fuck!" Like,
I said I was.
He
No,
said
but
it
before
twice.
that, she was like too soon, and then he kept going. And so as she's walking by, she fucking swats him. Doesn't even know him.
Just fucking swats him. I was like, dude. And then he like, I was like, mind you, she hadn't said a word, but if she had spoken, Bob would have been like, "Oh, okay, yeah, like."
Sorry about that.
Sorry about
And I said, I'm glad you made it out of the fire. That's what I said. I also learned Matt likes his margaritas very citrusy.
Oh, that's a Nolan thing.
That's a Nolan thing?
And
Okay.
an Irene.
And an Irene.
And what's up with that, though? Like, you guys are like, it pees when I burn. I'm like, well, just don't put as much lemon in it. Like, I
That's
don't...
when you burn.
It burns when you pee. I got super high before we did this. You know that I did.
No, so like our margaritas are half
Authentic.
Yeah, they're authentic, but it's half a lemon, half a lime, shot of tequila, half a shot of simple syrup, half a shot of triple sec.
Okay. So that is the authentic Spanish way to make a margarita.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I'm asking for the. I mean, I think people want to know.
That's how
It's
we
like-
do it. It gets us real drunk.
Yeah, it did get me super drunk.
But you don't
actually.
have a
I felt
hangover the
it.
next day either, though, because of all the citrus.
I think I'll-
And no scurvies.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
you're definitely not
scurvies.
getting
Exactly.
scurvy forever.
I definitely had a hangover from all the beer, though. I'm gonna say that.
Did you drink? I didn't really. I thought you only brought 3 beers with you.
I had more when I got home.
I remember at one point in time you're like, I was gonna go to my car and grab another beer. I was like, is that where you keep your beer?
I only brought 3 in. I didn't know how long I was going to be there. I had to get a feel for the room. I'm only there 20 minutes, and I fend an Australian. I don't know how that happened. Like,
And then Bob ended up being the only person that was left over was Becca, only because she was sleeping at her house. Bob was literally the last person out
I had
the
a
door
good
at,
time.
like 2
I was having a
a.m.
good time. I was having a great time. It was awesome.
It was a good time.
Tech guy should have come. He's probably busy doing race cars or something.
Was he even
Saturday.
invited?
Was he invited? No, he could have
No,
been.
you didn't invite me.
That's okay.
That's why I didn't hang out.
That's okay. Were you watching Star Wars Saturday night?
No, I wasn't watching Star Wars Saturday night.
The reason I say that is because are you going to tell that story to us today?
Do you want me? Is that?
I would. That's kind of where I was going with that.
Somebody, I sense a segue.
It's a terrible segue.
Here you
Terrible
go.
segue.
Please follow the cues to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Irene, do you like Star Wars? Have you seen Star Wars?
I've seen it.
I know that they exist.
Yeah. Does that mean that you enjoy them? You don't enjoy them? What's up with that? What's going on?
I've seen it.
Okay, that's fair. And that's fair. Okay, so basically, let me ask you.
It's okay. It's. I think it's because I didn't grow up with it. I saw
Yeah.
it as an adult, and so you can't really get into the nostalgia of it all. So
Yeah, that's fair. I can agree with that. But some people just don't even like it at all. They aren't even willing to watch it.
no, I did watch it. 'cause
No, not you,
It's,
not
it's
you.
like I get like even if you don't like it, I think it's one of those movies that you should watch.
Let me ask you this question: If is there a movie that you enjoy that if somebody hadn't seen it, you wouldn't sleep with them? Like if somebody what's your favorite movie?
Face Off.
Face Off.
Face Off?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great
Okay,
movie. It's
okay.
a great movie.
Okay, so what if somebody came to you and they said, you're like, oh, I'm going to take this guy home from the bar, we're going to have a great time, we've been drinking, whatever, and then he's like, oh, by the way, I've never seen Face Off.
I've slept with a lot of people who've never seen Face Off, but then I make them watch Face Off. Like, oh, like that was really fun. We should like watch it. Here, let's watch this movie.
I'm going to come to Face Off.
No, Irene's like, oh, you want to have sex? Okay, well, first we need to watch this hour-and-a-half movie.
Yeah. I want to
your
climax right at the end of the movie.
No. The shooting scene in the middle. That's when you want to climax. Yeah.
How many times does this happen? So basically, I think, Joel, do you want to tell us your experience with that kind of situation?
I think you summed it up.
Did you start a girl packing because she didn't see Star Wars?
Oh, no.
No, the opposite. So I think I might be the only person in history that didn't get laid because I didn't see Star Wars. So I just haven't seen Star Wars, and out of all the years, all the hype, I just haven't bothered to watch them all. So everybody's
No,
hype
you haven't
them up
even
pretty much.
bothered to watch one of them.
I saw the Ewok one or whatever. Or something
you
like
saw
that.
he saw the Ewok movie.
Oh well, it's
Like
part
the-
of Star
like-
Wars, isn't it?
Like yeah, but it's like some B ripoff, like 80s.
It's still
movie.
part of it,
That's
isn't
what
it?
you saw?
It's probably the best one
It's
of
not
it
canon.
all.
It's
No,
not
it's
canon
not.
at all.
Can I tell you something? When I was growing up, I had all of them on VHS. I did not have
Oh,
the
so did
Ewok
I.
movie.
Yeah.
I didn't have the Ewok movie.
Have you
either.
seen it? I've never even seen it.
I don't even know if I've seen it.
No, I don't know. I've never
See,
seen
I told
it.
you I saw some sort of Star Wars thing, and you guys are the ones that you're the big Star Wars nerds and haven't even seen Ewoks.
And that just goes to show you that like it's not part of the canonical.
I think
universe.
I'm more of a
it's
Star Wars fan than you.
Ooh.
I've seen fucking,
You know what?
Wow.
I've seen
I'm
obscure
giving that
shit.
to Joel.
So
Whoa, it's fucking tech
It's
guy.
Tech guy.
So we were, so
Pause.
I met this girl at the bar, and we hit it off, and it was actually one of those like weird hookups where, like, we were making out at the bar, and people were like, hey, you know,
Hey, come on.
guys,
Get on
come
the
on,
road,
guys,
you
yeah,
two.
exactly.
Cut it off.
So then we like go back to a buddy of ours house, and like we're having a house party after the bar, and she, you know, we keep making out there, and people are like, hey, you know, like fucking, why don't you guys go home? So we end up going back to her place, and things are like going, you know, getting hot and heavy. Yeah. And but like things kind of move too quick. She kind of starts pumping the brakes. So I'm a gentleman, so I kind of get the signals.
Well, it's rare these days, I hear.
Yeah, well.
and,
What do you mean it was moving too quick? Like, you got kicked out of 2 places. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, well, that's
Settle
pretty much-
down.
that's-
Settle
and
down.
it's not until the end. Oh, wait.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Irene's like, hurry up and get to the good part.
Yeah, really.
so I.
When are you guys gonna fuck?
So she starts making conversation, and like there was a Star Wars movie. I can't tell you which one was coming out, but there was one coming out, and she was like, "Are you excited for the new Star Wars movie?" And I was like, this girl probably doesn't give 2 fucks about Star Wars, just like I don't. So I got kind of cocky, and I was like,
Don't get
actually,
cocky, kid.
I was like, I don't
Sick
give a
Star
fuck
Wars
about
reference.
Star Wars. I haven't seen any Star Wars in my life. I don't really care about them. You know, I don't really care about the new movie coming out and all this kind of stuff. And
That
she
was a bad
like,
choice.
Oh yeah, well, I was drunk and not really thinking straight. And she goes, "Oh well," she goes, "Wow, that's like really kind of rude or something like that." And
You
I was-
offended me.
yeah, so it kind of like, you know, like record scratch, like the evening's like fucking done, right? Like, so she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and like not to slip in something more comfortable, like literally to get in something more comfortable and go to bed, right? Like, so
Oh my
meanwhile,
God.
while she's gone, I pass out. I'm out, gone, right? Like,
Where are you? You at some girl's
at-
house you don't even know?
yeah, I'm just at. We went back to her place, and so
I'm drunk. I have no idea where I am.
I wake up the next morning, and like I'm in her bed. She's like cuddling with me, but like she's not awake. I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah. So I have to like do the Coyote Ugly thing, but not because like we hooked up and I was ashamed of it. I was like, oh man, I don't even want to talk about what happened last night. Like I just want to get the hell out of here. So like I literally like had to like, you know, slide my arm out, get out of there. I end up like, I don't even know which street I'm on. I get back to Drew's and like fucking yeah, never really ever saw her ever again. Well, we ran into her all the time, and then Mitch had seen her on Tinder like about a month later, and she had in her profile, "If you haven't seen Star Wars, swipe fucking left." It was fucking.
But I think you didn't have sex because you passed out.
No, it could be it, but I'm pretty sure like she was pretty disgusted by the fact that I hadn't seen Star Wars, or just the way that I had like presented that I hadn't seen Star Wars. So yeah,
I
Amazing.
just have one question.
so
Can
like
you,
I didn't get laid because I haven't seen Star Wars.
so
You
can
just won, sir.
can
You
you
won.
ex- Can you explain? Just one question. Can you explain to me, what it sounded like to hear a woman's vagina like slam shut after you told her you've never seen Star Wars?
He recorded it.
Amazing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, put it on. Do you have the sound?
I don't know.
And then I love how you say it then. You're like, yeah, I just decided I didn't want to talk about it for a while. I'm like, until years later when your friend starts a podcast and you tell everyone.
Well, you brought it up. You're
I
like
know.
bothering me to like.
Oh,
tell the
because
story.
it's a good story. Because
It's
we
all right.
only touched base on it the last time you were here.
Yeah.
Why you signed, big guy? How you feeling tonight? How are you feeling tonight, Matt? Good to see you. How hungover were you on Sunday?
Not at all, because I drank nothing but margaritas. I was
Really?
pretty good. Actually, you know what? I woke up with a little bit of a headache.
How about you, Irene? Did you feel hungover?
I didn't go to bed until 7.
Nice.
7 in the morning because there was a party happening at my house.
Ooh.
So there's
Always.
So were
yeah,
you
my
like
parents-
were you part of the party or
No,
you?
I was trying to sleep.
Oh,
So
that
I
sucks.
went about and did stuff, and then when we were at Winners, I was like, oh no. so I had to like just hang out in the car for the rest of the day, and then I got sent home.
Amazing. Okay, so generally what I like to do when I'm getting fucked up and I'm drinking and stuff, and people are like, "Hey, you should check this out," I'm not going to remember, right? So I always make notes in my phone.
Oh fuck!
Right, so I was at your house and I was like, I wrote all this stuff down, and like now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, can you tell me what Samurai Pizza Cats is? Like, I literally wrote down. I literally wrote down. I seriously have a note in my phone. It says Samurai Pizza Cats. Like, what the fuck is Samurai Pizza Cats?
So you and Gavin hit it off really well.
Oh, he's a cool guy. Gavin Cooper. Big shout out. We're friends on Facebook now. Hopefully he accepted my like Bobchat, because if not, you cut. Just kidding. He's a good guy.
Yeah, his wife Laura is a avid listener as well.
Yeah.
So we were out back talking, and you were talking about like old cartoons. You were talking about the one with like the wrestlers,
The Ripping Friends.
The Ripping Friends.
Remember
And
those four guys that fart and that's like their superpower? No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I didn't remember it either.
Tell it tune at night. Tell it tune at night.
I was like Samurai Pizza Cats, and you were like, what? You're like samurais, pizzas, and cats, and you're like, I have to write this shit down. And you
Sign me up.
You pulled out your phone. It was an old cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid called
I think
Samurai
I
Pizza
remember.
Cats.
I think I remember.
And they were like, they worked in a pizza restaurant, and then
As cats?
there were cats, and then when there was crime, they had like their restaurant was a guy holding a pizza box, and they would launch out of the pizza box.
And they would be samurais?
And they'd be samurai
They'd have
pizza
like
cats.
like little katanas and like all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Did they fight the biker mice from Mars?
Oh my god, the Biker Mice from Mars.
Is that really in it?
No.
No,
Oh,
biker
okay.
mice from Mars.
What's Biker Mike's
Awesome.
from
What was the Battletoads?
The
Was that
Battle?
one too?
Yeah. But you know what biker mice from Mars is? You don't know what that is?
No, I want to know though.
Add that one to
It's
the
another
list.
fucking. It's just like Samurai Pizza Cats.
It's literally the name of the show is what it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
biker mice from Mars.
Okay, I'm sorry that I don't know
It's
samurai.
mice that are fucking bikers and they're from Mars.
I'm sorry that I don't know these like obscure like
They're not even
like
obscure.
90s
Oh, I
like
forget
Canadian cartoons.
No,
Well, how
it was
old is Tech
basically
Guy?
like
When were
teenage.
you born?
82.
Okay,
so it's
so
basically like it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was so big,
Finally, someone my
I
age
remember
understands me.
but like
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Hey, Ninja Turtles was so big
Yeah.
that like they were like, oh, let's do Biker Mice from Mars and fucking Samurai Pizza Cats and like all
Fucking
this
Care
other
Bears.
bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm actually Care Bears.
Yeah, he's like fucking Care Bears.
No, dude, I love Care Bears. Imagine one that give you weed. It just shot weed out of its stomach, like weed for everyone. You know, I don't want to see a fucking rainbow. You know, give me some weed. Am I
Oh,
right?
Bob.
I was a
thought we
Care
were.
Bear for Halloween.
Were you a weed Care Bear?
She was an intensive
No.
care.
I know what I'm going as next
was
year.
Awesome.
What were you, an intensive Care Bear? What does that mean?
Intensive Care Bear.
She'll put you in intensive care.
Oh wow!
She will throw
Wow.
down.
Okay, I'm scared now.
What are you going as next year?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't know. I want to do something really cool. My friend Al, from work and his buddies, they made themselves army men. So they like spray
Oh,
painted
yeah.
themselves,
Pretty kick-ass.
and they had like it was crazy, dude. It
Yeah.
was so cool. I don't know. We should do something crazy.
I'll probably
were
just
a
go as
taco.
Bob Ross again.
That was a
I was
taco.
just gonna say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a fucking taco thing on over my normal clothes.
I've already
Let's
chosen
talk
my
about
Halloween
it.
costume.
What is it?
I have the habit of being a pot stirrer in our
Okay.
little group chats. I just fucking like throwing
Yeah.
bullshit in, so I'm gonna dress up as like an old hag witch with like a big pot.
Nice, like a
And
witch.
people are like, "Are you a witch?" I'm like, "No, I'm a pot stirrer."
Oh, she does it too.
Classic.
She'll just like come in, like there'll be a discussion going on, and she'll know that somebody's starting to get pissed off, and she'll just come in and she'll just be like, "And drop this bomb. Peace out. I'm at work. Bye."
But as soon as I can tell that people are getting annoyed, I'll do like a gif of someone stirring the pot. So I'm like, haha, it's funny.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not, but it is.
Yeah, Joel's tech guy's quite this pot stir as well too. He likes to fuck around.
Oh,
Or he likes
yeah.
to fuck
Just
with
with
me.
you.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
with
See,
me.
that's the
That's okay.
That's what I thought was the most hilarious thing, because when I worked with Bob at Ideal Pipe, like he is the shit disturber, and then the first time I saw you two interact, and I was like,
Ooh.
"You're the nega Bob, like you're his kryptonite." Like, like
I
the
only
one
lash
that-
out because of you, Joel.
The one that puts it, I was like, "This is the bully's bully." This is why Bob's such an angry person at
But
work.
the best is like we met Bob's dad for trivia one time, and I was like, hey, Mr. Marshall, like, you know, I'm gonna
Mr. Marshall, LLP.
and he's also like, it's Brent, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
he's
he goes, I said, you know, excuse me, because like, kind of my whole thing is to like kind of tear into your son all the time. And he's like, oh, don't hold back. He goes, I'm just, I just want to hang out with you guys. And I was like, it's kind of easy. He's like, oh, it's child's play.
Wow. I'm gonna kill all of you with a knife, Chucky style.
I'll show you child's
Actually, the Coopers, Laura and Gavin's son,
They're gonna dress him up as Chucky.
they already did. I was like, you need to dress him up like Chucky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another thing that I wrote down from your notes. Super fights. I think I remember that. It's like a card game,
so
right?
it's Gavin thinks it's hilarious, but he thinks that we should play super fights on Bobchat, where it's like I've never done it before, but it's like you have two celebrities and you pair them against each other, then you argue over who would win.
Yeah, so we could do. I think his drunk example was like, okay, so we have Thor and he's got piss breath or something. I think he said. I was like, okay, sure, that's fair. We'll argue the piss breath, and then he's like Spider-Man had something else. I don't remember. We were all drunk, but I got the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
This kind of sounds like. Do you remember that claymation that they had where they used to put
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah, it's like your concept, but like
They're
Robot
talking
chicken.
about bringing that back.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
No, it's like who would win, one Tyrannosaurus Rex or like 50 wolves?
50 wolves.
50 wolves.
50 wolves
No
for
way,
sure.
man.
Oh, dude. Okay, are you kidding me?
I think a Tyrannosaurus Rex would
Dude,
win.
I've seen
Thank
four
you.
I've seen four Velociraptors take down a T-Rex.
Yeah, but those are velociraptors, not wolves.
Wolves have just as they
Yeah, but
No, they
all he would have to do is just go stomp, stomp, stomp.
until they all
Or
jump.
his tail.
That's true, because they
The
wouldn't really
wolves-
be able
the
to do
wolves,
anything
They're
to
gonna
him.
jump like in unison, 50 of them at the same time. Are these choreographed wolves?
Yes, they've been dances dances with wolves. Okay, they know what's going on.
I mean, somehow they managed to go back in time and find a fucking T-Rex.
Are they gonna
so
be choreographed?
Probably
Yeah.
geniuses.
Dances with wolves.
But all like the tail, like yeah, sure, the Tyrannosaurus Rex can't scratch his own nuts, but
Yeah, I
like,
don't doubt the reach. I
the
don't,
T-Rex will win, because how do the wolves... What's the wolves' end game?
they have to climb him.
the wolves.
Well,
end
what
game-
they
the
can do,
wolf-
bite all his neck and do
jugular,
nothing.
jugular's the end game for a wolf
but
for
the,
sure.
like the skin.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
like an
Wouldn't be able to
hour of them
penetrate the
chewing
skin.
at him.
Yeah, that T-Rex has gone on to other
Exactly.
things.
Yeah.
Like he's laying down at home. He's like, "You done yet?" Like,
Yeah.
Irene, what do you do for work? I think you told me, but I was super drunk and I apologize.
It's okay. I work for Good Life in their head office.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Yeah.
So what do you do there exactly?
I listen to people complain all day.
She gets yelled at a whole bunch.
And then you want to go home and listen to Bobchat? You're so strong.
I listen to Bobchat in between my calls. It
Okay,
It's what gets her
awesome.
through the day, Bob.
really is. It
Oh,
really
that's
is.
so sweet.
Yeah, but I haven't been at work all last week because I was sick, so I have not heard the last 2 episodes.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's right. That means you get to listen to part 1 and part 2 at the same time, back to back.
Yeah.
Tell us
Dope.
something cool. Give us a cool story. What do you got?
Oh,
Come
I
on.
just got
You live a
stories.
crazy life. I heard some crazy shit about you.
What have you heard so I can elaborate because I don't know what to talk
I don't
about.
know. No. I'll believe anything you say. Let's be honest.
I
Just
don't
tell
know,
us a
man.
cool story.
I mean,
Everybody hyped you
I
up.
told the Irene sex dream story on
Yeah.
Bobchat.
And look, here you are. Okay, so Irene, so you said that you couldn't sleep the other night because you got home and there was a crazy party going on there. Who are these people? Why are they partying at your house?
My roommates,
They're
their
all.
names are Mom and Dad.
I was just gonna be like, I was totally just gonna call you on your bullshit. And like, okay, easy there.
They live with me.
They live with me.
I mean, I pay rent, so they are my roommates.
Take it easy, Grandma. Boy.
Yeah, really.
Great movie.
So what? Are they just love the party?
So everybody always thinks my parents are so cool and they just want to party with them, and I'm like,
They sound awesome.
they're alcoholics. Like seriously, like,
It's an issue, Bob. It's an issue.
all they do. Like
we know all about alcoholism
like
here
they
at Bobchat.
they make fun of me all the time because it's like 10, 11. I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm going to bed. I have 1 beer and I nurse it. I'm tired. They're having like a full party. Like there's a strobe light, there's the Christmas lights, there's the black lights happening, having like a full party.
How old are
Also,
they?
In their 50s.
Coolest
mid-50s.
50-year-olds I know.
Yeah, so
What?
yeah, like I get in there, it smells like tequila and marijuana in the house. So we have a duplex. I rent the front side of the house and they rent the other side of the house.
Yeah.
They're not on the other side of the house. They're on my side of the house.
Just waiting for you to come home and party with them.
So yeah,
Irene,
and
come and have a shot with
they were
Papa.
going up until like 7 in the morning. I did not get any sleep.
Didn't you come home one time to like a full-on rager with like a fucking DJ in the backyard?
What? Your parents threw a party, got a DJ, they didn't even tell you?
So no, that wasn't like I was part of that. That
Oh,
was
okay,
our
okay.
Thanksgiving. Like we don't celebrate anything. We don't celebrate Christmas. birthdays, Easter, nothing.
Do you guys celebrate this?
Easter.
Oh, they celebrate that.
If my mom doesn't have a beer a day,
Do you think she just heard that and she's like, I better get a beer? What? Where? Okay.
but yeah. So this Thanksgiving, my dad brought his friend who has a whole DJ set, and
What?
we had a full party until the cops came, and then they were like, "You guys need to turn it down." Why do we need to turn it down? Because like it's 5 a.m. Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, that
okay,
makes
officer,
sense.
that makes
One more
sense.
shot of
We'll
tequila.
turn it down. We'll turn it down.
It's 5 a.m. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know
But
what time it was.
that the entire night outside, like my neighbors must have been like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Awesome.
Let's rage!
I love it. Let's get some tequila tonight.
No.
That guy's like, I'm fucking in. Woo!
I actually still have tequila at home. Yeah.
I have lots of tequila at home, but
You
am
don't.
an
Good
adult,
thing you don't live far.
and I have to work in the morning.
We all have to work in the morning. You want to be a
When are
slave
you gonna
to
make?
the.
When are you gonna? When is this Bobchat shit gonna get lucrative?
You want to? Listen, I told you, I just need a solid investment of $1,000
Oh, we
right
have
now.
we have a funny story about the whole Bobchat thing. We got our first quasi celebrity shout out.
Oh, we did. Yes. Okay, so I don't know if you follow the Bobchat pages. Hopefully, people that are listening do. If not, you should.
If not, do it.
Yeah. So do it. Follow us. Do it. Rum and Coke. Do it. Thank you, Matt. We haven't done the sick reference in a while. But yeah, so basically, I made a video of like, you guys know the Fonz, like Happy Days. Very classic scene. He walks in, he kicks guys out, he smashes his fists on the jukebox and starts playing the music. So I made it so when he hits it, it's like, it's Bobchat, baby, and then it plays the intro. Woo! I love God. So basically, yeah. So then all of a sudden, like this lady, Linda Pearl, liked my I posted on my normal Instagram and the Bobchat Instagram, and she liked it on the Bobchat one. Then the next day, she liked it on my normal Instagram. I was like, okay, I got to see who this is. I thought it was some weird old white lady on Instagram. They like a lot of my shit. I don't know them. Hi, Karen from Minnesota. What's up? Shout out to Karen in Minnesota.
I bet she's a manager.
Atlanta, 10,000 motherfucking days.
She wants to see your manager.
Yeah, she's like, how are you managing this show, Bob? I'm from Minnesota. Anyways, so I checked her out, and it turns out that it was Linda Pearl, actress, who actually plays Fonzie's girlfriend on Happy Days. So I'm not.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if she's the one actually in this video. I believe she is because she liked it.
So she liked your video because that's on it.
Yes, but listen, she liked both of them, and then she played Pam's mom on The Office, so that's how some other people might know her better than Happy Days, and she's on Matlock, so she's kind of a big deal, right?
So she saw your thing and liked it.
Yes, on
And
two
then she
times.
Then she slid into your DMs.
She slid into my DMs, so she liked it on both the accounts, and then I followed her. She slid into my DMs. She's like, "Hey, thank you so much for the follow." What up,
That's
yo?
pretty cool.
All right, crazy, right? Yeah.
She was a fox.
Yeah,
Look at her.
she is still a fox, Linda.
She's a fox.
Linda,
You should
I hope Linda Pearl's listening because I just want you to know, Linda, that we think that you're a treasure and a gem, and we're gonna potentially reach out to you and see if you want to come on the show and just talk to us a little bit. Tell us what Happy Days was like. What was Matlock like? I mean, what is Steve Carell like? That's what people at Bobchat want to know. We love
Is he
you.
a method actor? Do you think he's a method actor?
We love you, Linda.
I think he is a
Super
method
actor.
actor.
100%.
Yeah.
So he was acting like fucking the manager of Dunder Mifflin the
whole
entire time.
time.
I couldn't fucking work like that. I couldn't work like that.
Yeah, he put himself into debt and didn't get laid for like 8 seasons. He's like, God, I can't wait for this fucking show to be over. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. So I mean, I've never asked you. If you guys know any celebrities, send them our way.
I don't know any celebrities.
No,
Okay.
no.
Irene, what's the most famous person you've ever met? Other than
Actually, when I used to
me
work at-
and Matt, obviously.
I actually have a really fun story, actually.
Yeah, tell us, please.
When I used to work at the hotel,
What hotel?
Station Park Hotel. Now it's called the Station, I think, or the Park, or I don't know. It's right beside Jack Astor's
Oh,
downtown.
okay, yep.
I used to work there for 7 years as a front desk supervisor.
Ooh.
I don't know if they still do, but they used to host the Shock Stock Fest.
Okay, yeah.
And so clown, that evil clown that just recently died from like the
Captain
Devil's
Spaulding.
Rejects.
Oh, Captain Spaulding, yeah.
Yeah, he stayed there. He's an asshole, by the way.
Doesn't surprise me.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Don't care.
It's like, I don't care.
But Candyman, I don't remember his name right now, but do you remember Candyman?
Mm-hmm.
He stayed there. That
say it
man
again.
is very Candyman. That man is very tall,
yeah.
and he was such a gentleman, very sweet. And so when they were checking out, you have to pay for your parking. It's $10, and you always tell them. And I always tell them.
Hey, asshole,
I know
it's
it off
$10.
verbatim.
Hey, asshole.
Anyways, he
$10.
checked out, and he's like, okay, do I need to do anything? No, checked out, and he's looking at the cookies. So I'm trying to buy something, some chips or something. And this man comes up front, and he's pissed, and he's just like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, that's like, what is this charge? I didn't know that there was parking, that you have to pay for parking. I'm like, yeah, I told you. You never told me about, like, just going off. And I'm like, just letting him have his tangent, but like, I told you about the parking. But as he's going, like, he's fucking ripping into me, I'm like indifferent. I'm like, whatever. It is annoying, but it's whatever. Candyman over here is overhearing everything that happens. And so our desk is like a big oval. It's kind of like a centerpiece. Like, you can go around it. Like,
Yeah.
there's no blockage. Anybody could go around you. So he just
No protection.
doesn't say anything. He just stops doing what he's doing, and he walks behind the desk, right beside me, and just stares at this man the entire time that he's yelling at me. Just stares at him, and I'm like, looking at him, looking at the man, looking at him, looking at the man. The man is yelling at me, looking at him, looking at me, looking at him, and then it went from like, this is fucking bullshit, I'm not paying for this is, takes the paper and walks away. That was it, and he didn't have to say anything,
Wow.
nothing, and then I just look at him, and he just looks at me, and he's like, can I help you with anything else? I'm like, nope. That would be like, thank you very much.
awesome.
That was awesome.
I am so
yeah.
scared right
it's
now.
So like, it's like, since I don't even remember, I don't even know this guy's name, but by far best celebrity experience.
We
Like,
should
Nice.
Tech guy
Yeah.
look it up quick. What's the guy that plays Candyman? You should have been on that already.
fuck Techman.
Techman.
I fucked it up.
We have the power to rebuild him.
My name is Techman.
My name is Techman.
My name is Joel Techman.
Joel Techman. Hello. Are you from Minnesota?
Oh, Bobby's from Minnesota, don't you know? They're
Bobby.
so polite down there.
Oh, geez, not as polite as us, eh? I'll be talking to the Google, you know what, over there, and you'll just out of habit you'll ask it to do something, and you'll say, "Oh, thank you," and it's like, "Oh, not for nothing. They say Canadians are polite." I'm like, "Stop listening to me."
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd.
Yeah, I was on it.
Tony Todd. Tony Todd.
I was like a split second behind you.
Whoa, you better reel him in there. Tech
Anyways,
guy's trying to take
he's
your
a really
job.
cool guy, so if you ever get to meet him, he's
Shout out to
pretty
Tony
cool,
Todd. We'll at you on Twitter.
He's also in Final Destination. He's in Final Destination 5. He's in Health. It looks like he just does horror movies, like exclusively horror movies.
When you
Yeah.
think of him, you think of dying.
Hatchet, Night of the Living Dead. Oh, he was in Platoon
Oh, cool.
and The Rock.
My favorite
the-
fucking movie is Ewoks.
Fuck.
Stand by it.
I saw a meme, Bob. I saw a meme that I instantly thought of you. It's all the fucking the Hobbitses.
Yeah.
They're in a helicopter in their fucking like
Too soon,
get up
man.
gear, and it's like, hey, get in, we're taking this bitch to Mordor. And I was like, yeah, let's get
Yeah.
there quick.
Well, they had their own helicopters. They had
Oh,
Eagles.
shut up. We're not doing this. We're not fucking doing this. We're not doing
They
this.
fucking had Eagles, though. I don't know why they just didn't take the
I love it
Eagles.
that Bob hates it so much. Because I just thought I would have seen them. I just thought I would have seen them.
You don't fucking even realize. You don't even know. Get the fuck out of here, both of you guys. I'm done talking about the fucking Eagles, okay? I've explained it 20 fucking times. Who was his sister? Remember the Wicked Witch of the West video? What was she? What was she? She was a witch. She was a witch.
Bob,
That's how I feel about that. You're getting me all worked up. I'm sorry, Irene.
would you refuse sex from someone who's never seen?
Lord of the Rings? Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll take anything. I don't give a fuck.
No, okay.
Look
no,
at
so
me.
you wouldn't
Look at
refuse.
me.
You wouldn't refuse. I asked
No.
if you would refuse.
Oh, no.
Has Delissa seen Lord of the Rings?
Oh, I've made her watch.
I
it.
was just gonna say before she started
No,
dating
she
you.
had seen it. She had seen it, and
But, like,
Before or
passing.
after?
oh, before.
Like it wasn't like one of those things where she walked
No,
past
but
the
it-
future shop and it
no.
was just on and she's like, yeah, I've seen
Future
Lord of the Rings.
No, but it's also but it's not like I'm not gonna go to her and be like, hey, have you seen Lord of the Rings or we can't bang. It's like I'm trying to keep hitting the mass amount of Lord of the Rings plastic toys I have downstairs, you know, and the other Warhammers until I at least get her in the door. You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you like Lord of the Rings? So I've got a lot of it.
I mean,
at
if
home.
you think
you gotta hide that shit.
No, if you think living here now that she hasn't gone through your shit when you're not home, you are sorely mistaken.
Oh no, I'm leaving. Oh no, I'm leaving for the entire weekend.
Oh yeah, she's gonna find all your dirty secrets.
All of it.
Oh no.
You know that
All of
special.
it.
You know
She's
that
like,
special
I was
sock.
just cleaning and I just stumbled
Throw
upon
it in
this.
throw it in the wash. I don't want to watch that sock, Bob.
No, I haven't watched it in 2 years. No. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
It walks itself down to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a buddy where he says, why'd the seaman cross the road? Because you put on the wrong sock today, buddy. That's good.
That was good.
Well done, sir.
I will say that I've been fascinated since I got here by your eyelashes.
Oh yeah,
You
my
have
eyelashes.
very nice eyelashes.
Just so everyone knows, Bobchat listeners, Tech Guy has amazing eyelashes.
He does.
That's
Great.
that's so sweet.
Great.
Irene, that's so sweet of you to say to him. That's so nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
he doesn't.
Thank you.
He didn't like it.
He needs that.
If you haven't noticed by his demeanor, there's not a lot of things that he's super stoked about. He really wants to go fishing this week with Bob, though.
Yeah,
He
I want to go
really
fishing.
wants to take that tiny
He
rod
really
out.
wants to
He
take
wants to
that
go
tiny-
fishing, not with me.
I want to go fishing, and we want to mess around with Bob. We're trying to find ways to like screw with Bob.
How do you guys
Irene,
feel?
how's your first experience?
I liked it.
Yeah.
You can tell
I
us if
thought
it
I
was
was
terrible.
gonna get higher than what I did. I didn't get high at all.
Oh,
I don't think I got high.
No, do you want to get high?
No, I green out.
Hey, so I mean that's a friendly practice of us here at Bobchat. We like to enjoy a little bit of some legalized marijuana here in Canada.
Not all of us.
Not all of us. I'm getting to that point. Not all of us. Mostly me and Tech Guy. Matt, not big so much of a smoker. Irene, that's cool if you don't want to smoke either. But I think it was hilarious the one time. Matt got so secondhand.
Oh, that's because there was 3 of you fuckers in here.
so secondhand high. Who was here that time?
I don't know, but all 3 of you were fucking
I think
just like sparking joints. And by the time I left this place, I was like, holy fuck.
You're like, I think we gotta stop. I think I'm gonna pass
And
out.
plus, it was summertime.
It was so hot.
hot as fuck in here.
Super hot.
Super hot. So hot.
Yeah, no, it's true what they say. You can get contact high.
You can get contact high.
You can, just like
I wish you could get contact rich, but that hasn't fucking happened yet.
Yeah. Well, dude, I don't know any rich people, so that doesn't help me.
I've rubbed elbows.
Yeah. Amazing. I met Gary Busey one time. It was awesome.
That guy's rich, not in cash.
No, in life experiences.
The Busey.
It's been another great episode of Bobchat. Hopefully, I mean, after we listened to it was. No, it's been a good episode today, Matt. Matt, thanks for coming over here.
7 out of 10 would do again.
3 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend.
Definitely recommend.
So yeah, thanks Matt for coming over again. Irene, thank you so much for being here with
Yeah,
us.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. You should definitely come back sometime and
Definitely.
part some more wisdom with us on Bobchat. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support. And Tech Guy, fuck you.
Fuck you, Bob.
Yeah, fuck you too. I love you too. You're not gonna
fuck
tell.
you.
Are you not gonna tell anyone else to fuck themselves?
No, I like everybody else.
Everybody else in this room is cool.
Wow.
I complimented him.
Shots fired.
Luscious
I thought you had beautiful eyelashes for years. I just never want to say anything and make it weird.
It is weird.
It's super weird. You
Well, I
just
take
made it weird.
I take it back then. All right. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
No, fuck you.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you got a chance, check out Facebook. Check out the Instagram. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. At Bobchat Podcasts. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Check that shit out. Thanks for stopping by. Give your nans a kiss. Tell them you love them. It's Bobchat, baby.
Banana.